Now that we know what a complex number is, we're going to work on operations of complex numbers. So starting with adding and subtracting. Part A, what is the sum? So we're going to add of this complex number, 7 minus, or 4 minus 7i, blech. Okay, start that one over. What is the sum when we're adding of this complex number, 4 minus 7i, and this complex number, negative 11 minus 9i? So let's go ahead and set that up as an addition problem. We have 4 minus 7i plus negative 11 minus 9i, one complex number plus another complex number. So what we're going to do is we are going to add the real parts together. The real parts are the 4 and the negative 11. So 4 plus negative 11 gives us a negative 7. And then we're going to add the imaginary parts. The imaginary parts are the ones that have the i's. So we have a negative 7i, and we're going to add to that a negative 9i. Negative 7i plus negative 9i is negative 16i. And we're going to put those together as our final sum of the real part goes first, negative 7, minus 16i goes second. So this complex number plus this complex number equals our complex number we got there in the end. Okay, so part B, what is the difference of the two complex numbers? So when you're finding the difference, we're just going to subtract. We have our first complex number, 6 plus 8i, minus our second one, 2 minus 5i. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this without parentheses because I want to take care of, we are subtracting both of these terms, so we have a negative to distribute here. The 6 plus 8i is not going to change, but we are going to subtract 2, so minus 2, and then we're going to subtract a negative 5. So it's just like multiplying a negative 1 through. That's going to end up as a positive 5i. So when we are subtracting or adding complex numbers, like we saw what we did up above is we identified the like parts. The real parts get added together, the imaginary parts get added together. So we can just pick those out. What are my real parts up here? We have a 6 minus a 2, so that's going to give us 4. Then what are the imaginary parts? We have a positive 8i and a positive 5i. 8 plus 5 is a positive 13i, and here is our complex number from the difference between those two complex numbers up there.